Welcome, Michelle here. I have a fun and unique Halloween wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how you can transform one of the 3D pumpkin forms that you can find at Dollar Tree into an adorable monster wreath for Halloween. Let me show you how to make it. For today's project, you're going to need one of the pumpkin wreath forms. You can get these at Dollar Tree. If you have two, that's even better. That'll help you make it, but you really only need one wreath form for the project. And then you're also going to need some fuzzy material. Now you can choose whatever color you like. I found this on Amazon and I bought a bigger piece because I wasn't sure if the piece that was smaller was going to work or not. I will let you know once I get it cut out. But isn't that beautiful? It has long fur. This is going to make an adorable monster. And they had so many different colors. If you want to go red, pink, purple, whatever color, blue. But I wanted to go with the green. That's what I was feeling. And this is olive. I didn't want the kind of lime green. I didn't want them to confuse it with the Grinch. So I went with olive, and I like this color actually better for Halloween. Now I have all of my little clips from Dollar Tree. That's also going to help me. So the first thing is I want to get my base covered. And this is where the second wreath form comes in because I can place it over the top. And then I can make sure I'm going to have enough fabric to wrap that around. As you can see, I do have a good amount of extra fabric. I was worried about the width, but once I get this down and I get it cut out, I will measure it for you so you know exactly how big of a piece you're going to need. And I want to make sure I have enough fabric all the way around first. I flipped it over. I can see a little bit better this way. So I just need to make sure that I have enough fabric that I can fold it around the frame. And then I'm just going to clip it with some clips to hold it in place while I glue it down. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. I have everything clipped down. It's nice and secure. I have enough of the material to be able to wrap around everything that I need, so I'm ready to cut it out. Now as you're cutting with your scissors, you want to keep both blades very close to the material so you don't cut a lot of the hair. I'm just going to give myself a good berth here. Okay, the little corners you want to keep, we're going to be using those. I trimmed everything out. I left a good inch all the way around. Now right here at the stem, I'm also going to trim on either side of the stem so I can pull that piece down in between. And now I can start to attach it, and I'm just going to run some hot glue right over the top of the bar there and pull the fabric over. Then just slowly work your way all the way around the wreath, attaching your fabric. Just do small sections at a time. And be cautious not to burn yourself. Just pull so it's nice and snug. If you need to, you can always go back and trim off if you have a little excess fabric. And you have a beautifully wrapped pumpkin wreath form. That method works great regardless of what type of fabric you're going to use, but look at that. Okay, now before I move any further, I want to add my hanger, and I'm just going to use a full-length pipe cleaner. I'm going to be covering the stem, so I need to get this on here now. Okay, so I'm adding one end to this side and the other end I'm going to attach to this side. I'm just simply taking that pipe cleaner, wrapping it around, and then twisting. Okay, so I have a nice loop. That's what we're going to be using. Now, if you want to, if you feel there's too much stuff going on back here, feel free to get in there and cut it. But actually, I think it looks kind of cute with the fuzz, and I don't think there's too much back there, so I'm going to leave it for right now. If you have any shedding going on, just make sure to remove that. Okay, so far, so good. Now, let's cover our stem here. So I'm looking for 2 pieces of the corners that are about the same size. Okay, so fold your hair down so you have a nice clean seam showing. Do that on both sides. And then we're going to hot glue these 2 together. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute to set up. My glue has set up, and now I'm going to glue the tip here together down a couple inches, not all the way down. Do your best to bring that seam together. Okay, you need to make sure the hair is away because the hot glue will melt the hair. And then just go right down that seam and make sure that it's nice and glued together. Once your glue sets up, then you can fluff the hair back and you won't be able to see the seam. Okay, so this is the first seam that we did. I fluffed it out. As you can see, you can't see it. And now I want to slip this over with the open seam in the back, right over the top here. I want to give him kind of a fuzzy little horn there in the center, you know, like he's a little punk. Turn this over. And then now I can, this looks like it's going to be too much, so I'm going to trim that off. Pull that down, and now I'm going to glue that down. Just make sure that you keep your hanger out. I love it. It's so cute. Oh. I have the stem covered and I really like it. Just by fluffing the hair, you can't even see the seams where I glued it together or where I attached it. I'm really happy with that. And now we're going to do the eyes. I picked these up from Dollar Tree. They come in a pair. They have several different ones to choose from, but I went with the green eyes since I decided to do the green fur. They're awfully big this size, so I thought, you know, let's cover them and give them an eyelid on the top here. And as you can see, the eyes, they have a highlight and a little dot. You want to make sure that they're in the pretty much the same position on both eyes, because that is how the direction of where the eyes are looking. So I want him to be looking straight ahead or just slightly off center. So I have my highlight and the little dot, and they're both angled slightly off center. And then I'm only going to do a top lid. I thought, should I do a bottom lid? But I think that covers up too much of the eye. Plus, with just the top lid, if I go at an angle, look, he looks angry. So that's kind of the look I'm looking for. So I took and cut two pieces. They're as wide as the eye is, and then I'd say that's about 2 inches in width. And then I also kind of played with the hair here. I want to make sure that it's going to go in the direction that I want. Like this one is perfect. It's going up and away. So on this one I might have to style that a little bit, get in and move that hair to get it to go the way that I want. I love it. Okay, I have my faux fur attached and I'm really happy. I made sure that I got the hair to go in the direction that I want. Turned it over and made sure that was fully attached with glue. Now I was thinking maybe I would trim that, but as I look at it, I'm not going to. It almost looks like an eyebrow and an eyelid, and it makes it much more expressive, so I'm not going to trim that. Because as you can see on this one, you can kind of style those. I was looking, I first went up, but no, it looks better if it's coming down on the edge. But look, I love that. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But before we get these guys attached, they almost look like owl eyes. But before we get those attached, we're going to add some horns. I also picked these up from Amazon.com. They will also be in my Amazon associate shop under Wreath Supplies. This is a Halloween item. I'm going to remove this strap here. So it already has holes in there. I don't know if I'm going to be using those or not. If I don't feel that it's attached well enough with the hot glue and Aleene's original tacky glue, I will go back and wire them on. But look at how cool those are. Okay, so I want to put one on either side of his little tuft here, and I want them to go out like that. And I really like this glue. This glue works really well, but it takes 24 to 48 hours to fully set up, so that's why I use it in conjunction with hot glue. Okay, now the area that I want to put it, I'm going to try to spread apart the hair. I have my horns glued on. Now this one I went back and reinforced. It's nice and sturdy. This one I did not, and as you can see it's very loose. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now to reinforce this, I'm using a furniture repair kit. It comes with several different needles in this heavy duty yarn or twine. I'm using the curved needle on this one. And the first thing I want to do is attach the back here, and I want to attach it to the wire frame. So right here on the bottom, I'm going to take my needle and push it right through. So it'll go through the base of my horn there and through the fabric. Just be careful not to poke yourself on the other side. And now I'm just going to kind of move the hair out of the way so I can hide this piece after I get it tied on. Okay, so that helped already. Now I tacked this one down in 3 places. Just feel underneath to where you find a bar. There's a bar right here. So I'll attach it there, and then you want to do up here as well on this side. There's a bar right there, so I'll attach it there. Okay, I have both horns nice and secured, and as you can see, they're not going to go anywhere. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Now we're going to work on the eyes a little bit. So right here is a rough edge. So I want to glue that over just a little bit so that there is fuzz there and I don't see that. This is at the front of the eye. Okay, so this one I did and this one I haven't. So you can see the difference. And then in the front, see it has, that way it has the fur right there rather than the rough edge. See, that one has the rough edge. Much better. Now to get our eyes attached, I'm going to be using a cable tie mount. Now, and I'm initially going to stitch this on and then I'll go and add hot glue to keep it in place. But the hot glue alone is not going to keep it real well in place because this is long fur. I'm just going to take the sticky pad off and place it right in the center. And then that's what I'm going to use to stitch it on. And then I will adjust it and get it in position and then glue it on the rest of the way so that it holds where I want it to go. And I'm not going to worry about this end because the hair covers that. I can't wait. So cute. Okay, so we're going to attach our eye. And you just kind of want to press the fur away again. I kind of like that placement. And then feel on the back where the little cable tie mount is. You want to line that up with one of the wires in the back. Okay, so that's right here. Now I change to a straight needle, make it easier. Come up. And then go right back down on the other side of that bar. Okay, then tie it off. Trim, and then I always like to hit the knot with just a little bit of hot glue. I don't want that to come undone. Okay, now my eye's on there pretty good, except it can twist and move, so we're going to take care of that now. Make sure I get my angle correct of how I want my eye to look. So I want that to come down a little bit like it is. I like that positioning. And now I'm going to go in and add hot glue underneath and get this nice and secure. So we're going to work on the mouth now. You're going to need 3 sheets of felt. You can pick this up at Dollar Tree. You'll need 1 sheet of white, 1 of red, and 1 of black. They come in packages of different colors. Now with the black, the first thing you want to do is cut out a mouth. Find something that you like. What I did was I went on the internet and I looked up monster mouths, and I wanted one that was open so I could have some teeth. And that gave me a little bit of an idea of where to go from here. So once you have that cut out, then you want to take this and trace it and cut a piece of white out. From that piece of white, then you're going to make your teeth. Now I've decided I want my mouth open a little bit more, so I'm going to move my upper teeth up and move my lower teeth right to the very bottom. I still need to trim this a little bit, but I like that. And then I wanted to put a tongue, and that's where the red comes in. I just cut a small piece that's oval. Place that down, and then you'll want to put your teeth over the top. Now before you glue this down and do your final trimming, you want to make sure that you're very happy with the way that it looks. If you need to do any adjusting, like you don't like the way your tongue looks, move it around till you find a position that you like it and that it looks normal or relatively normal. So I like that. Okay. So my next step is I want to get this glued down onto the black felt. Start here with my tongue. Now I'm going to go back and do a little bit more cleanup on the outside here. Okay, now just keep trimming until you're really happy with how it looks. If it doesn't look right to you, just keep working on it. Okay, I like that. I'm happy with that. You want to take another piece of the faux fur, preferably something that's in a triangle like this, or however your mouth is shaped. Then you want to lay that down. You need it to be a 1/2 inch to about 1 inch, and then you want to trim that out. Just remember to stay very close to the fabric so you don't cut the hair. So my mouth and my little piece of fur I just cut. Now this is going to go right at the base of our mouth. So I'm going to lay it down first. Oh, I like that. And now I'm just going to attach it with some hot glue. Okay, I have the fringe glued on. I just did a really small bead of glue all the way around, small sections. Then once you have it glued down, just go through and gently brush it out. This will help release any loose hairs that you might have cut when you were trimming the piece. Okay, let's get our mouth on our monster here. Now, we're going to attach it at the top part first. So you need to figure out how far up you want to put the mouth, and then you need to separate the fur. Okay, so then right where the separation is where we're going to glue this top part. So it'll go right there. Lift up, go underneath, and add some more hot glue. Now when you're gluing the mouth and the eyes, remember that you are gluing onto a rounded surface, so you're not going to be able to get the entire eye glued down. I have glue right through this area, which is where it is touching the form in the back. Same thing with the mouth. This part here, I don't have glued down, only this top section. That's why I added this piece here to help everything blend in. And now I can bring this down, kind of give him maybe a little mustache look. Oh, I love it. Have fun with grooming how the hair lays. Oh, I like that very much. You can have him more smooth or more rough. Very cute. Absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. Is that not the most adorable monster wreath that you have ever seen? So cute. I am extremely happy he came out exactly as I had envisioned in my mind. So adorable. Now the items that I picked up from Amazon, which is the fur and the horns, you can find that in my Amazon associate shop underneath Wreath Supplies. Everything else I picked up from Dollar Tree. You can find a full supply list in the description box below, but I am very pleased with my monster Halloween wreath. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did putting it together. Now this I had planned out from the beginning, but there were some elements that I ran into that I needed to change, especially when it came to attaching everything to the base. If you're looking for more Halloween inspiration, you can check out my playlist by clicking into it right here. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. If you haven't subscribed yet, you want to make sure to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of my future content. Take care of yourself, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.